This year has arguably been the biggest year for the iPad Air and iPad Pro with iPadOS 16, Stage Manager, and extended display support. But it actually goes deeper than that with a bunch of announcements that were made in terms of professional grade apps. Now, over the past year, I have transitioned a majority of my workflow from using a desktop to using the iPad. And to be truthfully honest with you, it's kind of refreshing to use a device that is not only more portable, but just as powerful as the desktop you see behind me. And it doesn't end there. There are tons of accessories for the iPad Pro that can also help me get things done. Most notably, my most recent purchase, the Bridge Max Plus wireless keyboard, and it is actually a really great keyboard for the iPad Pro. Kind of to round it all out, I've had a USB-C dock for quite a while. It's something I bought from Best Buy. Between this and the keyboard, it's actually been a really great productivity workforce. The iPad has just kind of changed how I work. Going back to what I alluded at the beginning of the video, I wanted to surely focus on some of the things that have come out. I mentioned external display support, which is only available on M1 and M2 iPads, so the latest generation iPad Air, last year's iPad Pro, and this year's iPad Pro have the capability of both using Stage Manager and external display support. All you need is a USB-C dock like the one I showed earlier, an external display like this, or a monitor of some sort. As long as it has an HDMI connection, you can hook it up and use it like you would use a PC or a Mac. Network attached storage is also kind of a question because it depends on the file system that you're using. For external media, it has to be either exFAT or FAT32. Same thing with external hard drives. Network attached storage has to be formatted as FAT32 or exFAT. NTFS is supported in read-only mode, and then obviously APFS for Mac users is supported as long as it is not encrypted. So if storage is a big concern of yours, you're probably using your device wrong, and you're probably buying it for the wrong reasons. One thing I always suggest when you are buying an iPad is buy the best amount of storage you can possibly buy at the price point you can afford, and just use the hell out of it. Honestly, that's really it. The fact that DaVinci Resolve is now available on the iPad really changes the scope for content creators. At least it does for me, and having all the existing apps that we have out there like Affinity Designer, Photoshop, Procreate, and all the other drawing tools out there, it just really makes the iPad an interesting alternative for creating content as well as just being productive in general. And as always, I want to know what your thoughts are in those comments down below. That's really all I have for today, folks. I'll see you guys next time.